So welcome back guys to the another video. So today in this video I will be sharing about top 10 list about how to improve your drawing or sketching skills. So let's get into the video. But before the top 10 list, there is one thing that is very common among the artists. That is, every time you ask any artist about how to get better at drawing, please teach me how to draw. So many artists say that you have to draw daily to achieve that results. Just practice, practice, and practice. Well, yeah, it is the most important thing, one of the most important thing, let's say. But let me tell you something: when you draw daily, even for a minute in regular basis, what happens is your brain is kind of connected with your art, like connected with your art, handwork, all those, and helps you catch and learn new things daily. And there's also about the pencil pressure, like the more you press the pencil, the darker effect you get, like to create different kind of variation effects, like different kind of grades you achieve and creating different. So all these factors of creating different grades are all linked to the more you practice, the more you achieve it. So yeah, that's why many artists say you to draw daily. But this is not included in the 10 list. So let's get started with the list. But before that, if you have, I think you have already known from the thumbnail, uh, I'm going to draw the Clash Royale logo so that you won't be bored by my beautiful voice. So hope you guys will like the video. So if you guys find it useful, and just give it a big thumbs up, share it to your friends, tell them to subscribe. And yeah, quick note guys, these are not like a top 10 list, like one will be more important and 10 will be not. These are the lists that I have come up with my experience. I have searched some of the points from the internet, from the Google, and just find it useful, so I'm going to share it. And about the experience from this to this. So yeah, let's get into the video then. So today's number one point is it's okay to be messy. Well, one of the famous artists and illustrator, Christina Morozic, I guess, says that because sketching is a place for creative play, I tend to let the process become a bit messy. Sometimes stray lines can lead to a wonderful accidents. New ideas come to light and add to the narrative of the sketch. Let your brain and hands go a little crazy and add some lines that do not make sense or the elements that do not belong. From there, you can brainstorm ways to make them fit. This is not a final render piece, it is simply a platform for developing ideas. What a wonderful word sent by our illustrator Christina Murzik. So you can be a messy and play with that messiness to create the new masterpiece. So yeah, that's our number one point. It's okay to be messy. And now we're going to number two, that is take your sketchbook everywhere. Well, it's kind of like a why should we take our sketchbook everywhere? Like we can just sit at home and relax and draw. Well, yeah, there are some benefits, there are a lot of benefits. Many people are shy to bring out their sketchbook in the outside world, but taking your sketchbook everywhere and drawing what you see not only improves your still life drawing skills but also the confidence which is must required to be an artist if you are planning to make it as a full-time career. So that is our number 2 point, take your sketchbook everywhere. Okay, so let's move to our number 3 point, that is use of variety of materials. So when you hear the variety of materials, many people may argue using variety of materials means spending a lot of money. Well, yeah, you may also think about it, but variety of materials doesn't mean you have to spend a lot of money. Many materials like earbuds for blending, sharp tools for creating indenting lines, pens, pencils, which are easily available on your home. Well, it can be said that you have to spend a little bit of amount in buying some pencil grades to create like a depth, like a 3D realistic shading effects. But if you want to draw it like a professional artist, or if you want to improve your art, you have to spend a little bit money investing in the uh, materials. So yeah, you have to use the variety of materials. Don't just stick to the one material and do the all from there. Explore the different fields, different creative materials, different effects created by different materials. And yeah, that's our number point 3. So now our number 4 point is look up to the professional artists. Well, this one is kind of like an interesting point of what you call. So what I mean from this point is just look at the artworks of the artists and try to analyze the techniques that they have used, the method that they have used. Like you can see the artwork and you can, ask them what they have used. So you can also see them in different platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. From that, you only have to practice and try those techniques and use which you find the best and suitable for you. So that concludes our number 4. And yeah, by the way, follow me in Instagram, link will be in the description. So number 5 is lines are not always the lines. So this one is kind of interesting. So here, as a talented oil painter Seen Leha points out, lines do not exist in the real world, just the illusion of them. What you want to replicate within your image is a tonal contrast between the objects. The lightness of an object contrasted against the dimness of the another will stimulate the line. As said by the artist Seen, you should avoid the lines and try to build the shapes with the variability in shading. Try to create different contrast and all those stuffs, but do not make a harsh and sharp line. So as you can see in the video, while making the nose, I haven't made the harsh lines. The lines that you are actually viewing as a line is just a tonal contrast between the dark and the light shading. So yeah, that concludes our number 5 points. Now let's go to the number 6 point. So now the number 6 point is familiarity with your tool. Well, this is also kind of an important point because it all comes down to the practice. The more you practice, the more you become familiar with your tools and the techniques. So which is also important while creating the art. So master your tool and create a beautiful art. Here the freelance character design and illustrator Yado Vira, I guess, sorry if I pronounce it incorrectly. Being versatile is great, but getting used to a few specific tools and workflows can just as useful. I recommend becoming familiar with your tools, experimenting and exploring their potential uses. This will help you learn which tools to use in different situations. I tend to work a lot with traditional tools, experimenting and learning what their strengths and weaknesses are, so that I know what marks they produce. In particular, she uses a selection of ballpoint, finerer and felt tip pens, but we are here as a realistic one. So yeah, just choose your best materials and practice with that and master that. So now our next point is number 7. Think about the big picture. So here the artist, the story and concept artist Tom says that whether sketching on a napkin or producing an academic drawing, you make thousands of choices throughout the process. The effect that these choices has on your work is normally reduced throughout the sketching process. For an example, if you are drawing a napkin, then you don't have to be that kind of detailed because the papers is not that good. It will look like you just need to do some shadings little bit thing. But if you are doing like academic work, then yeah, you make different choices on how you do the work, artwork, and such. These choices are normally reduced as the big the process. You go a little bit deep into the project and not the big. You just have fun. So as you become more invested in a piece of work, both emotionally and in terms of time, there is a tendency to become afraid of making significant changes, and ultimately you stop focusing on a big picture. For this reason, it is essential to start by looking at a big picture and think about the composition and shape over anything else. So as said by artist Tom, just get back and look at your image as a big picture. So now it comes to the number 8 point, and the number 8 point is you must learn the rules before you break them. So as artists, we are notorious rule breaker, says freelance illustrator Abigail Larson. But do not forget that in order to break a rule, you first have to understand it, learn it. Do not underestimate the importance of rigorous practice in your subject. It will help you down the road and save you from becoming frustrated with a drawing that does not look quite right. If you have trouble drawing hands, take time to sketch at least 10 hands in various positions every day, and so you will be able to draw them faster and with more accuracy. Well, this I don't have to explain, you will pretty much understand it. The more you practice, the more you get better. If you don't know anything, just practice, learn from YouTube, learn from Facebook, ask professional artists. You can also ask me in Instagram, link will be in the description, go follow now. So yeah, now let's go to the number 9 point. So sketching is something you enjoy. enjoy. So yeah, if you sorry. So as the artist Jeremy Man beautifully, what a beautiful name, says that sketching is the poetry of the imagery. You take short and sweet important notes of life to feed the soul and exercise awareness of things are lost in complexes. As he says, sketching is the art that comes with your emotion and feelings. The most emotional, excited, or any feeling that you are experiencing, the more beautiful your art is created. So enjoy the sketching. So yeah, if you don't understand the sketching, then go to hell. Just kidding. So now let's come down to the number 10 point, and number 10 point is just create some doodles and lines. So it helps in supporting the ninth point, that is sketching is enjoying the sketching. For example, if you feel depressed and you don't want to do sketchings, but you have to because of some commission work and deadlines, so in that cases you can just take a blank piece of paper and a pen and start creating some lines and doodles, and you will feel refreshed. You can also use these techniques when you don't want to draw anymore. So like if you don't know what to draw next, then just create some doodles lines and start developing something from that, because yeah, let's be creative. So yeah, these were the top 10 points that can help you get better at drawing and sketching. So yeah, that's it for today guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and have a wonderful day. And at the remaining, just enjoy the time-lapse video. So see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye bye, have a nice day.